Play. Fifteen off.
Picking up where he left off against Burdick. Oh, that's good.
Well, for the people at home
15 all.
who love the tennis, look at Nishikori's, or at least sometimes listen to Nishikori's footwork during this match.
Well, it's Roger's feet you can hear moving at the moment because Nishikori dominating off the second serve and finding that backhand early off the return, so crucial to do when he take on Federer. Serve and volley thing's not quite as easy to do as Zverev.
15-14.
How good is this? First serve finding its range in time, perhaps to save Federer in this opening service game.
Close to being good, but Roger not wasting time to come to the net. He'll take on anything that's short.
Aggressive second serve from Federer. Stunning.
Federer challenging the goal on the left far side. Ball was going in.
But it looked like a blistering pass to me. How clean is Nishikori already hitting the ball? You know, just in that first game on return. That's how clean it is. By a millimeter.
Nishikori.
That precise.
Nishikori challenging the goal on the right center service line. Ball was going in.
Delivering excellence and perfection already in the opening game.
Well, we all think, well, let's slowly make our way into this match after this unbelievable upset we just witnessed.
And Nishikori have 2 challenges remaining.
We just keep on going. It's just one of these days. 22nd of January, 2017.
Advantage, Nishikori.
He's already lost as many points on his first serve in this match than he did in the entirety against Burdick. Oh, this is good.
Oh,
Don't see that often.
Roger in the first game, that fired up. It's going to be a good night. take the ball so quickly, and he can angle that backhand just
Advantage.
at such a
Nishikori.
pace. This one right here.
Again, not allowing Federer to settle with the forehand after the serve.
Let. First service.
That's why we
Again, Nishikori.
the perfect start for Nishikori.
First game.
Andy Murray,
I
Novak Djokovic.
I say it because Gilles Simon, who a lot of people feel has a very high tennis IQ, says that, having played him, that he has the best double-hander. He moves it around the court a lot easier. Whether it's as good on defense as others, I guess, is open to debate.
First service. First service.
Well, on a day of great shots, that
Love 15.
was a great shot. How's that for a response?
Fifteen all.
Ivan Ljubicic, Roger's coach on the right, Mirka, his wife, Severin Luti, who also is, in many ways, his coach. He's been there right from the beginning.
That's what Nishikori does, doesn't
30-15.
She play the next shot so quickly. And Roger, although he played great against Burdick, had a few yanks in the first couple of rounds, especially on the forehand side. His last one was off the backhand.
Just want to see his placement on serve today.
40,
Obviously doesn't have
15.
the raw power on average on his first serve. Nishikori, fastest serve last year was 114 miles an hour. He's under 110 on average, which is slow by the top 10 standards. But the only one under 90 miles an hour on his second as well. So Roger's going to have some chances, and Nishikori's got to figure out a way to protect it. And that was one of the ways he did last year. Fifth set against Andy at the US Open. I think he served and volleyed more than any other set 7 times. He was set point down against Stan Wawrinka in Canada Masters last year and served and volleyed a couple of times. And he's certainly trying to find something that will enable him to hang on to his serve more often, because the returning game is absolutely world class.
Proven once again. He'll be looking
Love
to
15.
only get to his 7th Grand Slam quarter-final if he wins Nishikori. I would have expected it would be a bit more. Age 27 already. Roger.
15
If he
all.
would win, he would do 7th fault. He would go to his 49th possible quarter-final. reading the serve already
15-30.
very well. Roger's trying to mix it up, but every time he does, he sees the red shirt really close to the ball. It's a big difference from going from a match against Thomas Burdick with pretty flat shots, one-dimensional, most of the time the same play, against someone who can make every angle, create every different kind of speed or spin.
That was a mark of respect to the quality of return, wasn't it, already from Nishikori. Federer was electing to come in behind it. He needed to land that one, and he did.
Yes.
Just long.
Advantage Federer.
See how easy he changes direction on, even on that serve out wide. He has returned short cross, deep cross, quick down the line. He has hit Roger right in the middle.
Yes.
Burdick just couldn't take any time away from Federer the other night, but he's on the back foot here in a lot of these rallies. Depth from Nishikori, exceptional.
Advantage Federer. Yes.
Seventh unforced error for Federer with the double fault. That compares to Nishikori, who's had 7 winners and as of yet hasn't made an unforced error.
Jumps on that one.
Advantage Nishikori.
He launches himself to that backhand return. He just jumps from his legs. Strength. Look at those thighs.
Yeah, Nishikori.
Couldn't have asked for a faster
Nishikori
start.
leads 3 games to 0.
For Federer, there are 2 options. He was hoping to make his way into this match kind of a little bit slow, but now he's forced to go over the top straight away. And he's just not that accurate yet, but it will come.
Correction, 15 off.
Well, that's a good sign from Nishikori's point of view. Apart from the lack of power, as I was talking to on his serve, at times the accuracy, just purely because of the motion and his height, isn't that great.
Thirty love.
Roger knows and wants to fire away right now to get these shots in place for the second set. If you miss too many too quickly, then the second set will be there just in a couple of minutes. So one way, just don't want to have too many unforced errors. At the same time, you really want to go for it and try to find the perfect spots.
Not a bad attempt at the volley there from Nishikori, to be honest. Try to not give his opponent any angles to work with.
Nishikori.
It's exactly the one he needs to practice. And he had an opportunity to do so, he used it, he missed it. Because he's not spot on yet, Federer. So it looks to me that he's looking a little bit thinner. His legs are not as muscular, but a little bit more lanky. I don't know how to say properly. Thin.
Love 15.
Or slender. That though is lucky.
That one was pretty.
15-all.
Interesting to see how much he's going to the serve and volley already against Nishikori.
15-30.
Roger 10 unforced errors. That's a great serve. I think Roger wants to hold here badly. It's all about numbers this game, but has he ever been bageled in the set? Probably, but well, let's hope not.
40-30.
Dante Bettini, Kei Nishikori's coach.
Yes.
Is he from the academy in Florida?
The Nick Bollettieri Academy, yes he is.
Roger Federer. Game Federer.
No 6-love set, but according to Tennis Abstract, the website, he has lost a couple of 6-love sets in the past to Jannik Sinner.
15-15.
Well, in Nishikori's mind, that would have changed a few things as well, because he will really feel as though this is a golden opportunity to potentially claim his first ever Grand Slam title. Of course, he did get to the final of the US Open. Back in 2014.
If that handbrake just goes off, Federer is still the greatest player to watch. That's personal opinion, of course. Hits the ball a little cleaner.
15-30.
Taking the backhand return on the rise. Really teeing off on every shot now.
He's so good at that, Nishikori. That was not a bad return from Federer. He'd have been happy with that.
30.
And yet he was the one that was taking a big step to just try and stay in the rally. He backs up that serve so incredibly well, Nishikori.
$40-30. Game. Nishikori.
There's no doubt. And Michael Cain on the right, and Dante will be happy with that. Just looking
leads
down at some of his losses recently since 2015. You were just talking about, seemed like a small number that he's aiming to, and we put that in inverted commas. His 7th quarterfinals, lost to Wawrinka here last year. He lost to Tsonga at the French. Did beat Joe here last year, but then lost to Novak, of course. Then lost to Gasquet at the French, which you wouldn't expect. He was injured actually at Wimbledon last year when he had to retire against Cilic. Beat Andy, of course, at the US Open.
Second serve. Federer has 1 challenge remaining.
For sure, already the replay, but look at this.
$30 love. $40 love. Numéro 6. $59. $59. Let for service. $30-15.
Interesting play from Nishikori. It's good to see as well. He's
30.
got to think his way through his service games at times because he doesn't just have that raw power.
I think he also does this to not give Federer a chance to get in even a better shape now and get his bearing straight here on the center court, just to disrupt the play. Roger Federer hitting the ball better, as you can see.
And that's where the lack of pace really hurts Nishikori on a serve like that. He just doesn't time it well enough, and isn't able to get quite the placement.
Federer will call on the right baseline. Ball was called out.
The game is given to Roger because the umpire feels, Pascal feels, that it was a shot that Nishikori played.
Say again? No, well, in my opinion, in my judgment, the call did not interfere his shot.
And the call from the side, you didn't stop straight away. Although you were
Nishikori
there,
leads 5-3.
it's a winner to Federer. Most of the time when this happens and the player is still so close and has the ability to hit the ball, the let will be played. But in this case, I think it's a good choice by the umpire. Second break cost Federer.
15-off.
The heat is on already right now. It is the fight, 2 breaks.
30-off.
First hurdle he took.
Nishikori leads 5-4. Love 15.
Finish the point so quickly.
He's a little nervous now.
Love 13.
He feels Roger's on, and as I said earlier, there's only one way for Federer, I think, to beat Nishikori, is just to go over the top, just to go and try and blow him off the court.
Oh wow! He's going to be really disappointed with that, isn't he?
Ball was calling.
Well, he made the shot, so this has to be a lead if it's in, doesn't it? Because that ball went back over the net.
Or did it go in
yes,
inside the box?
Went in the court.
In the court, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great correction. I don't know who's helped by this, because Federer was looking really good in that point.
That one bailed Kei out, I think. Razor sharp, and it needed to be. Very quickly up to that short ball.
It's a really pretty volley too. Lucky with the return, unlucky on the second forehand. A lot of people think that they should play more to his forehand, but it's so difficult, because once he's on, he'll be catching balls. He also makes more mistakes on the forehand side. If he does not finish off that forehand, he's so vulnerable on the next one, because Kei will be there and he will use the open court.
That's brilliant. What a return up the middle, but the depth exquisite.
That is Federer.
Interesting to see where Kei is going to serve, where he feels he has a bit of relief, where Roger's not going to attack straight away.
Terrific returning, but it's the lack of those 3 points for Nishikori on his serve that allow Federer back into this opening set that he looked destined to lose.
5 games on.
Say, Mark, this match Federer against Kei would be maybe the most important match for the Australian Open. Being positioned the Grand Slam of Australasia, with Federer being the former great coming back.
His clothing sponsors also expanded hugely here in Australia. So there is a lot of focus on him down here. Of course, for the Tokyo Olympics in 2020 as well. He's just signed a big deal for that. So yeah, he's under the spotlight.
The heat he starts, he's going to have to keep that going.
So they will come to see, and his wife, Mirko, who has seen it, what, 10 million times, still gets a kick out of it.
40-15.
If Ivan and Mirko have this little grin on their face, you know it's been exquisite, it's been great. Just the way you finish off that point, just like that. That's too easy for me, don't give me that ball. Just wide.
40-30.
Will this be Federer's turn at this year's Australian Open? As for Andy, Novak losing to Dennis Isman didn't really affect him until potentially got to the championship match, but Andy losing today against Misha Zverev has certainly changed things for the players in the top half of the draw.
30 love.
It has changed things for all players in the locker room. Just a thought that players who have that ranking are capable of beating the #1 player in the world in a Grand Slam.
Broken a couple of times he served, but hold here potentially to love will see him through to the tiebreak.
Nishikori being the unlucky one that you got to meet in the round of 16 against the number 17 seed Roger Federer.
Yeah. Well, Burdick was also pretty unlucky, wasn't he, to get him that early in the tournament.
Such a dangerous outside of the top 16 named Federer.
Kei Nishikori.
A timely second ace of the match. And we eventually get to a tiebreak. First half of the set, much better for Nishikori. The second half, extremely successful for Federer, but who will take this?
Or is it going to be the one
1-0
with the highest averages in the game?
Difficult to tell right now, but you kind of feel that Roger's got the momentum. I mean, he was the one that was wayward early on, but that sereneness that we saw the other evening is back. A little delay here. I think the ball's coming up, and Nishikori wanting it from that particular side. The other ball kid had the balls, but that wasn't what Nishikori wanted. A little superstition for the Japanese star.
Missed.
2-1 Nishikori.
It's interesting, he doesn't have the biggest second serve, but he has more unreturned second serves than both Novak and Andy, percentage-wise. You kind of feel like the players just suddenly get it in their heads that they've got to take this second serve on and rip it hard, and they end up missing more than they perhaps should. Easy to do.
Well, you just saw that example.
Let's. First service. Let's.
Oh, no way.
It did go off.
First service.
2 in a row. Federer.
3-1
Nishikori thought, well, he's not going to go 3 times to my backhand. And he was right.
Nishikori.
It's been the weekend that the Australian Open has come alive, hasn't it? We had the big shot, the seismic shot with Novak going out, but the last 36 hours have been something else. It's been non-stop, wall-to-wall entertainment.
That's a big serve. 183 wide.
4-2 Nishikori.
Nishikori has regrouped himself. With a couple of good returns, high first serve percentage. He had a 5-1 lead, don't forget, in the set, so just the mini break probably won't be
feeling that secure in Nishikori's mind right now.
First service.
Smash was just too hard to hit, and he decided to let it go, and he was absolutely correct to do so. But the backhand down the line was reminiscent of the other day. Landed it. Everyone a little unsure, but Federer not challenging it, and he had the best view in the house. Stunning return. That's how he started the set. Is he going to finish it in a similar fashion? Well, the responses to adversity in this opening set by both men have been wonderful to watch. It's not over yet.
Let first service.
Kei's putting in a lot of first serves, actually very deep in the pocket.
Nishikori.
Every time against the service line, just right.
Can he put one more there? Yes, he can. Sigh of relief.
Nishikori 7-6.
I think that's the fight within himself. He doesn't have to prove anything to anybody in the rest of the world.
Love 15.
He made the wrong choice, but he more than made up with it, with the reflex volley.
Just listen to the footwork.
15 over.
That court-side sound of Nishikori's footwork.
It's not an easy ball to hit that closely. We've seen it, obviously, in the opening set, but the trajectory's so low. He may lack the power, he may lack the placement, but he does get some protection because the ball comes through at a fairly awkward height for players to attack. do in this game.
40-15. First game, second set.
Excuse me, just sit down, please. Yeah, no, keep it sit for the moment, please. Thank you very much.
Just a bit of a distraction with the ball kids, not quite sure.
What
happened prior to the start of that game? Hopefully everyone's okay. Certainly Roger is after that point. Look at that half volley.
$30. $40. Let first service. Again, Federer.
That's what he really liked at the start of the match.
One game
wasn't
on.
to be. 4 straight first serves and a hole to love. Saw Roger have a practice session at Hotman Cup this year in Perth when I was there. 6,000 people came to watch him practice, and it was a pretty big deal, to be fair, and it was an awesome occasion. And he said he's a bit tired of practicing without anyone there after he'd been coming back from the knee injury. Of course, Nishikori in Tokyo last year had a practice session with 9,000 people coming to watch. What's the largest you ever had coming to watch you practice, Jaco?
In my court at home, there's usually a squirrel. Sometimes there's a rabbit sitting courtside. That's about it.
And that's on a good day.
Love 15.
Kei's serving really tough when he needs to now.
15 all.
At the end of that first set, beginning of the second. Watching table tennis, that's how quickly it's going.
15-30.
First point he loses on first serve.
There was no hesitation about that shot from Nishikori. He knew exactly what he needed to do. Finish it right there, and then look at that aggression.
$40-30. Again, Nishikori.
A couple of loose ones at the end there.
New
from
ball,
Roger,
please.
allowing Nishikori off the hook.
Nishikori leads.
Federer, however, no matter
15
how
off.
far-reaching his fame, seems to live as normal a life as you can, given his status.
For Kei to be able to focus on his sport while being in his home country, I think that would be very
30 off.
difficult. He will just need permanent security. He will have no private time or hardly any. That's the downside of being that famous.
Thirty 15.
Federer, who won GQ Stylish Man of the Year last year. They ran a sort of competition, voting all the way through. Ended up getting down to himself and Tom Hiddleston, sorry.
Too
many awards this man hasn't won, to be fair.
And how casually he takes the other ball out of his pocket and the way he just hits it to the other side.
Nothing casual about his focus right now, though. He knows he trails 2 sets to love.
He has the freshest balls now. They're right after the ball changed, first return game. They're not that fluffy yet from a long rally.
There to take it on and just pulled out of the shot a little bit. Head came up, didn't keep it as still as normal. Federer probing here at the moment, trying to find a way through the defences of Nishikori. Smash look. He didn't have a big square to hit it in.
30. (40-30).
Third ace burst of the set for Nishikori and priceless.
your strong
15 all.
stats.
Having said that, he is playing Federer today, so slightly different in terms of some of the calibre of players in that time, with all due respect to them. But there will, I feel, be an element of Federer having to press even more if he goes down 2 sets. They'll have to try and keep the points quicker. Conserve some energy as well.
Thirty 15. Forty 15.
Just a little careless. Didn't necessarily need to hit it that hard. Nishikori was actually slowing up as though he knew that Federer was going to make this one. He didn't want to chase it down. First shot after his serve is quite noticeable, when a lot of times already in this contest Nishikori has found that single-hander. Doesn't have quite weight of shot, doesn't have as many options straight away after the serve.
Advantage Federer.
That got a little more awkward and testing than he would have liked, but he passed it in the end. And we're coming into the passage of play here that really will be the heart and soul of this match. It may well dictate the outcome. Good was Nishikori's backhand in the opening part of that point.
That was a sick angle. But it was also a sick angle. But look how he got to it, playing squash. Roger a little late off that slice.
That had a fair bit of punch behind it, that forehand.
Try to play squash again.
looking to make his move.
soft
slice. It ended with one that just cut into the surface and nothing Nishikori could do.
Just the moment it hits your own racket, you have to overcompensate with so much spin.
Two break points.
No first serves, last 3 points.
How good is that? Federer was desperate to get up on the baseline. You can see here trying to hold his position, but that was the one that kept him quiet.
Speed was 185 kilometers an hour, a little bit faster. Roger blocked that return. It wasn't the best, and therefore he was on the run from the beginning.
Great change-up forehand in just before the winning shot there. The height on the ball. Difficult to step in and take that one when it's jumping off the surface.
Madison Keys.
Oh, thank you. Only a second double fault.
Let for service.
Sensed his opportunity, and the forehand as reliable as ever.
15 off.
Quickly back. Play the next point. Kei smart, slowing things down.
is the one thing, isn't it? That no matter what happens in his career, no matter how hard Nishikori works, he's not going to be able to get this sort of rapid service game often enough.
There was a very good game.
Federer leads 5 games to 3. Let for service.
Because everything else, I feel, measures up against the best players. His mindset that Michael's brought in as well. They talked about that a couple of years ago before Michael actually got involved. They were at an exhibition together. He said it's one thing to admire these top players, but you give them a little too much respect.
It's also within Japanese culture, I think. Eventually we'll have to overcome that. In top sports there's room for respect. Eventually gonna have to go out and beat them.
This route that he has to take to get past these people, which is perhaps why he's only today bidding for his 7th quarterfinal at a major. He's got some delicate touch to back up the fearsome ground strokes.
Federer leads 5 games to 4.
Roger, until the French last year, was that he has been playing so much tennis and hardly ever was injured. 65 consecutive Grand Slams he played, consecutive. Talking 16 years there. 16 years, not missing. Gives you the experience to come back in a match like this, where you're down 5-1, still lose the set, and you create yourself an opportunity to win the second.
Aggression. It's been a little too much for Nishikori in this second set.
Let for service.
Up the line. Rod Laver approves. That's the majority of this crowd, to be fair. Oh.
15 off.
Extraordinary defensive skills there from Federer to keep the ball in play. Nishikori was all over him.
Love. 30-15.
Wouldn't expect that, would you, if you're up 30 love and then he gets a return on his toes and then plays 7 volley again next point after.
Yeah, Nishikori. First game.
He's never lost a 5-set match here, so that's one thing he'll be bearing in mind, and he's also got the best record career-wise in decisive sets as well, Nishikori. Got to get there first, though. Might be
15 off.
Problematic.
Love. Love.
Just too much still body weight going to the left.
40-15.
You tend to pull that shot. Speed on it last forehand.
1 game over.
Roger already changing record. New balls are coming.
Nishikori also going to the bag to get a new racket out.
7-9-9 makes a total of 25 games.
Join a fairly elite group of players that have managed to win a major under 6 feet tall. That's not easy to do when you don't have that first serve to bail you out of the many crisis situations. You will find yourself making your way through a major draw.
Not really taking advantage of that shank return.
Love 15.
Agassi, Gaudio, of course, in 2004 at the French Open. Thomas Johansson, Thomas Muster as well, the 5 that have managed to claim one of the game's elite trophies. He's going to enjoy forehand to forehand. Seems like he's had a little bit of pace on it in the last couple that he's hit.
Rallies like this, not much.
Love 14. Time violation, warning, Mr. Nishikori.
It's quite tough what Pascal Maria is doing there. 3 break points down and giving him a time warning.
He
must have checked at least a couple of times before he does something like that.
I think he gave him a soft warning.
Oh, Roger knew it. A little hesitant there. He pulled off the shot.
30-14.
Nishikori float one in again, or will he try and protect it with something with a bit more pace behind it? Off that at the moment, getting pushed back.
Fifteen off. He
hates that. Not just he loses the point, but it breaks up his flow, and he doesn't want to give this little bit of hope to his opponent.
He's not big on giving hope, though, is he?
Well, he gives and he takes. That's amazing that he does it twice now. Roger's just putting himself in trouble. It was a great return here from Nishikori. He told himself, stay down,
30-14.
stay with the ball, which he did. Now he's at the break point against Roger's serve. 2 double faults, forehand miss.
Hasn't lost a point out wide on the backhand side. When he went out wide to Nishikori's backhand, but he decided to go down the tee. Ridiculous. It's those type of memories that fans take away that have made him who he is. He salvages an unsalvageable situation, it appeared, after the return.
And here he was nice. Here was being a gentleman. It's right now, it's Federer who controls and Nishikori who follows. Slowly start taking things in more in control, just like he did in the first set. Obviously Federer was not in his best shape yet, but I found Nishikori was a bit more aggressive also on the baseline. Just like now, taking the returns on the rise.
Letting go of that definitely is in the culture. We saw this week Yonex inserting a clause into their contract saying that anyone breaks one of their rackets, they can recover substantial amount of the contract. Well, he continues that 100% points, one out wide on the outside when he nails that first serve.
Federer leads 3-1.
Nishikori hasn't found a way to defend against it.
Enough.
Stay on the attack from there.
15-all.
Yes, if you can hit a half volley falling backwards with topspin short cross, that's how you can do it. But nobody can except this man.
And he decelerated, but there was a touch of deflation in it as well. Having started the match so well, things slipping away from Nishikori now. tennis player, but his ball apparently stronger. Natural style, the serve and volley. And
Federer leads 4-1.
Double break, Federer. And it's right there. I mean, the pace is different. I mean, he averages 20 kilometres an hour quicker off his serve, but that placing to the line is also something that is so difficult for Nishikori to contain. It's also very difficult for Nishikori to replicate when he's got the balls in his hand.
Kei's right now frustrated and angry. Doesn't have any belief anymore in his third set. Well, Roger is like his, I think, former countryman Wilhelm Tell. You know him? Who was shooting the apple on top of the head. He couldn't do that with the tennis ball.
Well, he's running away with this. Because that was one of the great things that he let people know, wasn't it, when he won his first Wimbledon back in 2003. He mops up with another claim winner. Alini, which is the Swiss America's Cup boat that went on to win it. Had just won it prior to his Wimbledon, and he was telling himself as he was playing Philippoussis just sail away. He said it was the most remarkable thing for a landlocked country to have won that particular competition. His love of life is pretty broad and certainly has kept his youthful nature. I don't know if you saw the clip yesterday or the other day with him and Grigor and Tommy Haas singing.
Singing?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Awful.
This one just makes beautiful noise. With David Foster on piano.
Love 13.
Kei is going to have to turn it around. Where is he going to find the energy and accuratesse, as they say so nicely in French, to start off in the fourth? I don't believe you can let games go like that against Roger. This is just all over the place now, and by losing the service game, he's giving Roger a chance to start in the fourth.
But it's a big problem. He's 0 for 6 on second serve points in this set. He's 9 for 28. He doesn't have bounce. He doesn't really have a great slice. It just comes into Roger at the perfect height and pace.
(15-14).
Roger won it. Nishikori threw it away a little bit. And he's got an awful lot of soul searching to do with the Japanese style.
(15 off).
If he wants to start
15 all.
Federer has to be in the beginning of this fourth set, I think.
15-30.
He's reinvigorated, isn't he, Nishikori, at the start of the fourth? Exactly the kind of reaction you want to see for a shot like that. Well, that is disheartening though. But it's got to be disheartening as well for Nishikori because he doesn't really have that response.
This moment again where you just can't see where the serve is going. That ball toss is just the same every time again. It can go angles wide down the tee, and he has found the tee, I'm telling you.
'Backhand tonight.
Love 15.
Well, Roger is moving the point around, so he can't get there. And as soon as that starts to happen, Roger will play a smart shot to avoid and redirect it rarely. Or cut the point short by just going for it. I would normally really a little bit more direct into Roger's forehand as well, I would say. Very few people, I think, can do it.
Love 30.
Well, now he did throw his racket.
Well, that is very telling.
I haven't seen it very often,
but very understandable. He wants this badly.
He has to be careful. Especially after the double bounce, he had a warning already for time.
15-30.
Your racket and you had a time warning. That is point penalty or not? Or not with a time warning?
I don't think with the time warning. There's the difference. 15-30 in the last game. Federer ace-ace. And an unreturnable. From Nishikori, could be a game saver, could be a match changer.
30 all.
Roger felt he didn't do much wrong there. A little higher intensity, a bit more speed. He's mixing up his forehand and his backhand, going wider down the line again. It must make those two fellas a little happier.
So good. Nishikori hit his way out of trouble, couldn't serve his way out.
One game more.
Something to build on, a little platform perhaps for another assault on the Federer serve.
15 off.
I just like the way he hits this shot. He moves forward while he hits it. That's white.
30-15.
Roger just overdid it a little.
Eventually he went through him. He tried to go round him, but the direct route worked. Perhaps Dante feeling the inferno reigniting inside Nishikori after a point like that.
Oh. 40-30.
Gorgeous, elegant stroke making from both sides of the court, not just one.
Federer leads 2-1. Fifteen off.
They're playing better from the baseline again. He's actually forced Roger to do more on the returns.
He's
pulling his head down on the serve. That second serve sometimes.
Sense he might feel the need to get in position even quicker because the ball's coming back so fast.
That could be one thing, or he tries to put some more spin on it. Roger thought he had won it. The ball just dropped before the baseline.
40-30.
He's made it.
In between the net post and the umpire chair. So glad the ball can't
Yes.
stay where he was. Watch this, where it goes right through. He was trying to take a little peek at the ball, kid. You saw that, and then he moved back on time.
Jannik Nishikori. Yes.
Well, everybody who plays tennis and who tries to hit a one-handed backhand down the line off that serve like that knows how difficult it is, but he makes it look super easy.
Jannik Nishikori.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, Kei, you have to cover your court. How can you?
Yes.
It goes from that diagonal, look where he was, and then you have to go over there. Inside the court, not only fast, but also quick. Oh.
Tell you what though,
Jannik Nishikori.
it's a character building game right now as well, and the word grind is the wrong word because he's having to excel here to stay in it, but if he can get through it, you just never know. He is getting outplayed. And that's acceptable, but at least in this set he's not getting out-fought at the moment.
Yes.
Kei's working hard to stay in there, and you have to give him credit for doing so, because every shot which is not good enough, it's gone.
And some that are good enough are gone.
Even true. This last hour he's going to have to pay him $50 for the tennis lesson. But he's hanging in there, and I really like what you said there, Mark. It's a character building match. If you want to get beyond, you know, possible 7 quarter-final matches in Grand Slam, these are the ones you have to win.
Well, he's trying to think as well. He changed his position on the line to give himself more angle, and another backhand lacerates his defense. Didn't do enough.
Roger Federer.
the pressure that's been building, Tell. Terrific from Nishikori. Couldn't have wished it a better serve, and yet still had to come up with something magical. That's just a safe break point.
Well, good's not good enough anymore, is it? Try to avoid situations where someone hits a clean winner. You feel like a donkey if that happens over and over and over and over again. But there's nothing Kei can do. He's hitting decent shots.
Thank you, please. Thank you.
Roger just creates the opening and it's another winner.
Terrific. You can only applaud him for his willingness to take that on. Roger not going with the backhand down the line, somewhat surprisingly.
Yeah, all of a sudden this chip return.
That is Nishikori. Game Nishikori. New ball swings.
What a way to win a mini battle and a big mini battle within the greater battle that's ensuing out here on the Rod Laver Arena, and just who knows, that may well be one of those turning points.
It's tough for Roger now to stay out there after a return game of 10 minutes to come back and to play another magnificent service game, that's for sure.
So a mini window of opportunity perhaps here for Nishikori.
Well, new balls will speed it up even more.
There was some basis of optimism there, wasn't there, after that last game? These first couple of points, Nishikori eager. Vision. Excellent control. That is not an easy shot as well.
Sometimes it's difficult when you have new balls to feel the second serve. First serve usually not that bad, but second serve. I think it's going to challenge that one, Andy.
Called out.
Federer on the left far side. Ball was called out.
Because I thought it was wide. And it was called out by the linesman, and then Federer was asking for Hawkeye to make a decision. Yeah, it was wide.
(15-13). Nishikori, Jannik on the left far side. Ball was called in. Second serve.
Well, Hawkeye has had a big impact here.
15-14.
2 points that really
Federer
went Federer as well.
Federer.
You've got Nishikori's.
Well, it was called out the first one, not the second one, so it's just the new balls. Roger is overplaying.
What a turnaround. And that's one of the aspects you love about tennis, rewarded
Nishikori
for
leads
hanging in
3
there.
games to 2.
Tennis for Roger Federer in sets 2 and 3 and at the start of the 4th as well, but a definite sea change now as Nishikori has the break.
Thirty love. Forty love. Forty 15. Nishikori leads 4 games to 2.
Since new balls came in play, Roger has not been clean. You can hear it every time he hits, even on serve. And on the volleys, also on the baseline shots. It will be a very quick service game. His challenge will be in the next service game of Nishikori.
That's it up.
Spot on. With your analysis, this is going to be a quick game.
Again, Federer.
Nishikori running out in this set for him. A couple more chances to break Nishikori.
Enough. 15-all.
Just a little more conservative right now, allowing Nishikori a fraction of a second longer on the ball, and he can be pretty damaging. And that was a little concerned look over to his box for the first time in a while from Federer.
Just holding back a little.
40-30.
When you do that, you really have to unleash. You have to let your racket go and swing right through it.
Must
give him some relief. He's still feeling his hip.
Nishikori leads 5-3.
Just mentioned already, he was stretching it. Now he was just kind of rubbing it a little bit. What can you expect if that's already a weak spot? If you have to run so much, retrieve so many balls from so many different angles. Look a little worried.
Enough.
The worry probably recedes a little bit when you see shots like that.
Just a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Probably even less. Just Roger played a little less, a few bad choices. A little loose. And he's trailing.
40 love. Game Federer. Nishikori leads 5-4.
Usually one of the best rounds to watch, round of 16. Let's see what Kei does here. Can he close it out?
Those are the shots he wasn't missing at the start of the fourth. A reprieve for Nishikori early on. Terrific serve.
30 love.
Well, it's been great to watch two men
40 love.
Who have more money they could ever spend, fight for something that money just simply can't buy. It's priceless to them. A potential championship here in Australia, they've got to get past each other somehow. And for all intents and purposes, it looks as though it's going to take a 5th set. And indeed it will.
4 sets. Nishikori 6 games to 4, 2 sets all.
No tiebreak in this 5th set.
Enough.
Injury doesn't look as though it's hindering him too badly. Treatment there from the physio. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, he's got it. Roger just played it a little too carefully. He didn't think Nishikori was going to go for it.
15-13.
Left his run late, Nishikori. Stole the point away.
He rubbed it in another time, didn't he? By his come on.
30 all.
Oh, Roger knew he was getting away with this. The volley drive, the moment he hit it, was actually below the tape. So he had to lift it over first.
He hasn't used that serve too often.
14-13.
One into the body, and a bit of a body blow here for Nishikori. Potentially a bright start. The hope is still there.
Roger Federer.
Safely navigated in the end his opening service game of this 5th set.
First service.
Nishikori in a row as well. Badasco, Roland Garros last year, US Open of course, beating Murray 7-5 in the final set there, and already won this year against Kuznetsov.
+1, as you would probably call it in English. You serve, you
15,
land,
13.
and the first ball after it on his own serve. It's been much more aggressive again throughout the fourth set. He needs to, because Roger is really gonna go for it. If he has a chance to hit it, he will.
Such a good return. It was a defensive block, but it ended up putting him on the attack because Nishikori was in no man's land and he had to try and make something happen, and he couldn't. Early opportunity then on Nishikori's serve for Federer. It wasn't the pace that beat Federer, maybe just the moment. 140 kilometers out wide, and he missed it.
And actually, he knew it was coming because he was standing there.
Look at what it means to him, the 17-time Grand Slam champion. And that reaction looked like a man looking for his maiden title in Australia.
Federer needs 2 games to love.
The virtues of making your opponent play one more ball, especially on a big point. The pressure getting to Nishikori.
Throwing in his whole body. He's 35-year-old. He still moves like one who's 23.
50 love.
That's why you gotta love this guy. You know, he plays here like it means the world to him, which it does. You know, that you can have so much heart for the game, you forget about everything else in your life. This is what matters. You really have to find this the most important thing in your life at this moment right here. Otherwise you can't withhold the pressure and the competition against a guy like Cain. You have to be that intense.
Big numbers for Nishikori when he directs his attack off the second serve.
30-15.
Federer into that backhand side. He's won 70% of the points when he's either found it or hit a clean winner like that. Just can't get there often enough.
40-15.
Put it down anywhere in the service box and he will hit it now.
Well, it was a second serve, but to be fair, it was hit like a first serve, and there was no element of doubt attached to it.
Big hand of applause here to the man from Japan.
Nishikori challenged the ball on the left baseline. Ball was called out. Love 15.
Didn't have a huge amount of confidence that you could tell when he challenged, but maybe just wanted to buy himself even extra time to compose himself. He wouldn't be the first player to use Hawkeye for that exact reason.
Love 13.
Things are not going his way.
Nishikori has 2 challenges
Just
remaining.
long, just a tape. Well, mate, if you want to win this tournament, you better win the next 2 points. Roger will go crazy.
How good was that, Jacko? Come on. That's one of the best lobs ever. And Chang had a pretty
15,
decent
13.
one as well.
But he didn't put this volley drive away, and then almost like a cricket stroke. Go to love 40 there. There's going to be triple break point. You could say triple match point. Yeah, Roger's forcing his way through. He's going absolutely full speed. No mercy whatsoever for the Japanese warrior.
30-14.
That's a great serve, that big in the straight into the forehand.
Deuce.
That one wasn't good enough. He's got away with a couple at that pace out wide, but Federer in this kind of form
Advantage Federer.
was just savage with that return. Nishikori's chances of reaching the quarterfinals were hanging by the width of the net cord there. It's a fragile involvement he has in this match currently. But you could have said that in the fourth as well, and he turned that around.
Advantage Nishikori.
Maybe this is the way it needs to be for Nishikori. He just has to struggle to hold on, to have another such a long game where Roger has to stay out and serve after 10 minutes.
Just checking how many challenges he's got left. that he had remaining, and he's on the board here in the fifth.
Fifteen off.
What you saw there over the corner of his eye that Kei wasn't going to run anymore. Took off a little bit just to make sure he wasn't going to miss it.
One-hander from Nishikori, just guiding it into an awkward place. But it is he that is in the awkward place right now, trying to figure out a way to break. He had no idea where that was going. Lent to his left, beaten to his right.
40-15.
That would have been a fairly safe shot that Nishikori hit. Not against Federer. Must-win game. It's been an enthralling contest.
Saw that one coming already for a long time. He was already on his way before the drop shot was being played. Sometimes I don't understand why he wants to hit it with topspin cross court. Why not just a slice chip down the line, get a good net position. It's already 4 or 5 times he tried to solve it that way.
Transform the ball into a sandbag. It didn't bounce.
15 all.
Maybe from this position you can see what the ball did after that drop shot. It did only go, look how it bounced. It was probably 35 inches of curve to the side too. Pumping his last energy in his body. Just a few little hops.
30 all.
So Federer still moving in. There's no way he thought it was going to be that quick. Look at this. Point before at 15:30, Roger hit probably, I would say, 3 to 4 unbelievable shots before that drop shot, and it just wasn't good enough. He was pushing so hard, he had to go 15:40, didn't make it.
Let for service.
Some miraculous retrieving from Nishikori.
How about a half volley forehand? Federer in there down the line. It's coming up right here. No, 60 was one before already, sorry.
Well, he's invented shots, hasn't he, in the same way that Shakespeare invented words. I can only admire respect Nishikori's willingness to keep trying something to find a way.
Nishikori
richly deserved his success in that game.
Federer leads 4 games to 2.
Lesser players would have collapsed and made Federer's passage through to the quarterfinals that bit easier. He's had a modicum of success in Federer's sword in this final set. He's won 5 points, but he needs to win at least 4 in one game. There's one.
That's the first one. That's why Federer's pushing so hard.
Love 15.
4-1, 15-30. He didn't make that 1 point. Was he afraid? He's afraid of this. It might just happen. Not when you keep serving like that, but he has to.
15 over.
20 the points easier on the outside than on deuce.
Oh! 30-15.
Just those little nuances in this match. That backhand alliance caught Nishikori a couple of times, a little flat-footed. Rarely is this man predictable. Apart from in his ability to attain perfection.
40-15.
Potentially one last chance for Nishikori to break.
Federer leads 5 games to 2.
Perhaps leave the game without another major, which he so desperately seeks, but his way has proved the right way throughout the course of his career. And a 49th quarter-final of a major beckons.
Let's for service.
You're so soft.
15 off.
Roger thought it was going to go wide, but then such a little pace on it. Both players just already accepted the fact that Roger has to serve for it, or not?
I don't think you can do that with Nishikori's returns.
No, but it seems it's just going to be the case.
Third to 15.
Wants to make quick work of this game. Hitting and coming in.
40,
going
15.
for the second serve return, just running around his backhand. If it goes well, thank you. If not, he's leaning on his serve. He's really leaning on the serve for it at 5-3.
Nishikori.
Well, this is it.
Federer leads 5 games to 3.
First point is so crucial, especially if you get a second serve
15 off.
within your range. Every game on average, 2 points unreturned serves.
A lot of success down the tee on this side. I wonder whether Kei will try and sit there.
But then he mixes it up.
And that's the problem, isn't it? And again, the willingness just to do what's right.
30 off.
And not just do what's right. Hit your spots at the right time.
Federer challenge the call on the right far side. Ball was called out.
Yeah, why not? He doesn't like doing it, but you know, if it is in, you got 40 love, you got 3 match points. And that's why he challenged. That's why he challenged. Because he felt the moment it came off his strings, it just felt good to him.
And a graphic that illustrates perfection.
40
image that shows us just how much this means to him. need to remember with Roger Federer at the Australian Open.
4-6-6.
He truly is the greatest of this generation.